Hey guys, it's Ashley. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to talk about that I almost drowned yesterday. So when I got home, I started Googling and watching other people's videos, because when you go through something like that, you know, you always want to hear somebody else's story and what they went through, and then also it's just helpful to talk about it. So yesterday we went to the river, and this was our third time ever trying out our two-person inflatable kayak, and this is whitewater. It's like a Schedule 4, so in some spots, what?
2 or 3.
It's like a tour.
That was just a bad spot to put us in.
Even Google says that it's a Schedule 4.
It is toward the bottom, but it was not. The water was rough. There's a huge flow of water at that rock.
Okay. Anyways,
No doubt.
we get to this one section, and it's where people are out of their boats and they're sitting up on an island. And I guess they're just watching to see how people are going to handle it, because you could either go to the left or you can go to the right. When we went through it, we went to the left and we did just fine. Well, my husband decides that we are going to paddle back up. Actually, I don't know what the plan is, and until this very moment I didn't know what the plan was. I guess we was just going to do it again. Well, anyways, we got caught in the current. Next thing I know is I'm going underwater. Well, when I go underwater, I go in quite a bit over top of my head, and you see when I hit the water, I go in head first, and so it fills up my nose and my lungs, and I get all this water in my mouth. And then I just know that it was slow motion resurfacing the top of the water, and when I did finally resurface the top of the water, the boat is hitting me in the head, and I could feel my legs dragging on the rocks. Well, whenever we was in the current, and then I could feel a big drop off, and I went back under the water. And see, the whole time I was hanging on to the paddle, and I guess I should have let that go, but I just thought I was supposed to hang on to it. And then I seen our air pump in one of our dry bags floating down the river, so I reached out and I grabbed it, and I was back under the water. Well, at this point, I'm like not able to breathe. You know, and my head is barely above the water, and then David gets to me, and apparently I grab onto him, you know, because I'm in flight or fight, like fighting for my life in a desperate situation. And, you know, I'm not really aware of my surroundings or anything like that, but I do know that my head is just barely above the water. I can't breathe. I'm absolutely freezing, because that water is like 55 degrees when you're completely submerged in it. It's like hypothermia cold. And I kind of look up at the island where some of the people are parked, and you know, that's all I could remember is that I absolutely couldn't breathe. Well, anyways, David's telling me to swim. Well, I can't talk, and I definitely can't swim because I can't breathe. But finally we get over to a rock, and I'm sitting on that rock, and I know that, you know, water is coming out of my mouth, and I'm like, and out of my nose, and I'm like burping up all this water and stuff, and I finally catch my breath. And then some nice people actually held onto our boat, and right here, some people actually held onto our boat and stuff, and then David went back up and he got the boat. But our legs are pretty beat up and bruised, and both of them were bleeding. And I had taken my water shoes off like a ding dong, and my feet are like bruised and really beat up, but I almost died. I can honestly say 100% that I'm not making it up when I tell you that I almost drowned, that I was not able to breathe. So today we are at the river, not the river, I'm sorry, the lake, and we are going to practice in this boat, flipping it over, floating in our life jackets, and getting back in it. And we're actually in a very luxury spot, so we're gonna get to go around and look at pretty houses and stuff too, so that should be fun. But did I tell the whole story, David? Do you have anything to add to it?
No, it was a very brutal thrashing on the rocks and very cold water, difficult to swim in. It was not a good time for your first time flipping one.
I'm traumatized.
But anytime you're on the water, it can be dangerous. So you just got to practice and try to always stay safe.
Yeah, but
If we didn't have life jackets on, it would have been a very bad situation. So you got to wear your life jacket.
But anyways, if this video is just for one person to kind of validate and just to share my experience of almost drowning, because that's what I was looking for, then, you know, this is for you. So it's a legit thing. It's very traumatizing for sure. But anyways, hope you are having a blessed Sunday. You keep fighting that good fight of faith, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Bye.